The episodes of the Embodiment Talks give you insights in what embodiment is about and the importance of it in societal change. Getting in touch with your body or doing what you do in an embodied way requires practice and repetition. In this episode, I will share an exercise that can help you with that.
What we'll be doing now is a little exercise on embodiment, on working with sensing our bodies and also on sensing our breathing. So two things that are happening all the time, whether we're aware of them or not. So one of the first things that you can do is you can stretch and yawn. Because stretching and yawning is actually one of the ways that we get in touch with our bodies. And as you do that, you'll notice that there are certain areas in your body that really want to be stretched, as if they're talking to you, whether it's your shoulders or your back or your neck or your legs. It's like these parts of our bodies that are saying, oh yeah, me, please stretch me, please move me. And noticing that those places also change. So suddenly it might be your face, or your head, and yawning is one of these things that allows our nervous system to release stress. So it's a very important thing to be able to do. See if we can find as many yawns as possible. It's often easier if we move our jaws or our tongue. And we could actually continue to do that for quite a long time. And that would be good. But right now we are going to just do a short meditation. So just see if you can sit up a bit. So you're sitting on your sit bones. Noticing this feeling of bone that's down at the bottom of your body. And take a bit of time to move back and forth between the two to get a clear sense of that structure. And also how your sit bones and your pelvis connects down into your legs, all the way down to your feet. And you can move your feet a little bit too. Just to get a sense of what your feet would like to do. Being in the body is a lot about discovering, what does my body like right now? Does it want to yawn, or does it want to move a little bit, or does it want to stretch, or does it want to have me massage my neck or my forearms or my hands or somewhere else? And as you do that, you'll notice that after a while, you come to a more quiet space. And in that quiet space, you can notice the sense of your breathing. And the first thing that usually happens when we notice our breathing is that we take a deep breath, or we are suddenly reminded that we're not taking the kind of breaths that we think we should be taking. We think we should be breathing deeply or slowly or something like that. But right now, we're actually doing something else. We're discovering how your breath is breathing itself. That you can let your awareness just notice how your breath is moving, whether it's quick or slow, or up in your chest or down in your belly or out in your back, or it doesn't matter right now. Your breathing is moving in the rhythm of life, of aliveness. So breath is the wind of aliveness moving in you. And you can release and relax your consciousness, your attention into that. Just as we can release our attention, our consciousness into the waves of the ocean or the wind in the trees, we can also relax it into this inner wind. And there's no need to sit still. Your body's alive. It may want to move. It may want to move in a way that fits with your breathing. It may have its own quiet dance. Take a moment to drop even deeper into the sense of breathing. And noticing the moment just before your in-breath starts, and just feeling the whole quality of each tiny bit of inhaling all the way to the end of the in-breath. You'll notice that there are so many different qualities and feelings in that, in those few seconds. Just relax on the out breath, and then notice it again in the next in-breath. Noticing all the different areas in your body that are where you can clearly feel this inhale. And then let go of that exercise and switch to the out breath, noticing the sense of from the point before you start exhaling all the way through the exhale, that release of energy, all the way until your exhale is done. And there's a little pause. And just relax on the inhale now, but follow all the different feelings and sensations in these few seconds of exhaling every time. Letting your awareness, your attention rest in this wave motion. As you notice both the inhale and the exhale, like a leaf on the water. And as we slowly come out of this meditation, give yourself time and space to come from this state to a more contactful state, a state where you're with other people or can be with other people, but also leaving a door open into this deeper, personal, inner space so that it becomes easier to connect the deep inner spaces and the contact with other human beings and with the rest of the world.
Great that you joined me for this exercise for a more embodied life. And as you probably know, repetition is the best teacher, so feel free to repeat this exercise. In the episodes of the Embodiment Talks, you find background information on the exercises. There you can also find more practices, as well as that you can find more on my website or YouTube channel. See for the links to show notes. And before you leave, if you'd like more people to live an embodied life, then don't forget to give the Embodiment Talks a thumbs up or a reference in your favorite podcast app. Thanks for practicing with me, and meet you in the next episode.